Second, the result of our own actions. The result of our own actions, which is our destiny. And you cannot escape your destiny. But there's one place our destiny will not affect us, because there we learn how to conquer our destiny, and that is satsang. And if we have a guru like Hanumanji, who not only motivates us, but brings us the Lord Himself and teaches us how to even destroy all our karmas through our attainment of Atmaram. Therefore in the Gita constantly it is said, be centered in the Atma, the Self, and act in the world. Your existing vasanas and karmas get exhausted. You don't incur anymore. But all your karmas will come to end when you get the knowledge of the truth that I am not the doer. I am not this ego. If you can act in this, work in this world without ego and egocentric selfish desires, all your past destiny gets exhausted. You do not create any more karma phala or karma bandhan, bondage of action or destiny. You don't create any of that. It is said in Vedanta, 3 are the knots of your heart: avidya, kama, karma. In Sugri's story, karma is pointed out. In Sitaji's distress, kama is pointed out. And how we can conquer all these sorrows born out of these, we have explained. And kama comes when there is body identification. Angad ke sanga lena gaye si. See how beautifully, how systematically Goswami Tulsidas ji. Otherwise, when you look at the prayer, it is just glorifying Hanumanji that you have removed the problems of so many. Please remove my problem. But when these great saints and sages write, and these hymns and prayers, without us knowing, works on our subconscious mind in a unique manner by giving our own subconscious mind hints and ideas on how to conquer our problems and sorrows. Then the various others we have pointed out. When the onslaught of lust takes place and illness and diseases are there. When we lose inspiration, when we get distracted, how with love, dedication and devotion we can go back towards our goal. How to conquer our doubts, and also how to tackle these inner poisons of our mind. They only reflect outside in our fights, quarrels, ego problems with people. All this has so systematically been revealed and pointed out. But besides all this, one cannot deny the mystical power of these beautiful verses, by the mere chanting of which it invokes the blessings and it does remove the problems. Those who have chanted Hanuman Chalisa will know. One cannot deny that. And it is very also interesting. It's not an act. I mean, how this program was arranged, I was so far off. They were telling me this program. I said, I don't know what you're doing. Go do what you want to do. You know, whole day people will be there. You told me it's a camp. Then they said, no, it's not a camp. It's going to be, you know, what to say, here in the center. And then there's going to be puja going on. And then there's going to be havan going on. And then, you know, we don't have enough space in the ashram. I said, don't worry, I'm just coming for whoever is there. You just do it. I was just saying like that, just do it. And do you know, traditionally, all your Puranas and Itihasas were told to people during yajnas and yagas, when in between there were breaks, or there were people who would not be able to participate and maybe also get bored. So in between were these interesting means of knowledge pointed out to people. Mainly these kathas. And to think that Hanumanji Murti and Yajna is taking place there, and we are having katha on Hanumanji. Is this an accident? Huh? Is this a misorganization? It cannot be. Such is the mystical power of it. For those who are attending such a yajna, those who are there for such a sthapana, and those who are getting such discourses of the Puranas, this is how the whole yajna gets completed. If you read Bhagavad Puran, Sut and others are telling these kathas. When yajnas, between the yajnas, they were telling these kathas. Then only, really speaking, yajnas are complete. So really speaking, see how? Lord's grace. That Bhagwan made this happen for Hanumanji's yajna. No? So there are no accidents, I'm telling you. And now such a Hanumanji is coming here. Believe it or not, if at any period of time you are stressed, you are worried, not only at that time, but if you are, you have some problems that you don't have, just come at Hanumanji's feet here. And you see the miracles that happen. I'm saying in front of my Guru and Hanumanji. Cannot be wrong. No? को नहीं जानत है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारा. Any difficulties. Now you see the different type of difficulties I've explained to you. The causes of difficulties. Whether it is ill health like Lakshman. Whether you are separated from your beloved like Sita. Yeah? Whether you are lacking motivation to aspire for the higher and reach out to the sun. Life is appearing to be dull, bored, etc. You have doubts, confusions. Or sometimes some unknown force is restricting you. Or your own mental poisons are poisoning your mind. Or people around you are poisoning your mind. Don't ever despair. Immediately pick up this book, read these verses with a commentary, dash to the feet of Hanumanji, and watch what miracles can happen. But at the same time, we have given you tools so that you do not fall into the problem. Prevention is better than cure. That is the subtlety of it. And now comes the most touching, the final verse of Sankat Mocha. The ego cannot be destroyed by any other means. Even sometimes it is clearly said that knowledge alone destroys our ignorance and ignorance-born ego. But we don't even understand what is knowledge, and then we have knowledge. I'm telling you nowadays, though, we can Google everything. People say, oh, this I already know. I'm telling our own discourses they watch and they say, oh, but Swamiji, I've already watched your discourse. Now why should I listen to anything else? I have to bring out some of the discourses from YouTube. Huh? Because there they can switch me off and switch me on whenever they want. When I'm looking straight into your eyes, you can doze off while listening to the YouTube. I don't know what you would be doing. Tell me. There's nothing like live performance, is it not? Yeah, most people, I'm telling you, I went to Miami and I was giving talk. This brahmachari from there called me up. Swamiji, people are saying, why should we drive in the traffic and come? Because we can hear that talk on YouTube. I think the presence of the Guru is something totally different. We cannot deny the mystical presence and inspiration.
We need you for longer time.
But you know, I'm a kapi. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that finally this ego, this Ravan can be destroyed. How? So far the destruction of Ravan is not pointed out. And this last verse points out to us what is surrender. And the ego can only be surrendered when there is awe, reverence, when there is love, when there is faith, when there is knowledge, and when there is total and complete humility that, oh Lord, I have done my best, but I cannot do any more. I have come to your feet. Now you steal away my ignorance. You steal away my sorrows. You steal away the causes of my problems. And you only, O Lord, destroy this ego, this limitation of mind. The beautiful verse. And if this verse does not bring tears in your heart, in your eyes, then I don't know what will. काज किए बड़ देवन के तुम, वीर महाप्रभु देखी विचारो, कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को, जो तुम सो नहीं जाते है टारो, बेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु, जो कछु संकट होय हमारो, को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो. Now this verse is not seeing at my abilities, but we see Hanumanji, काज किए बड़ देवन के तुम. Just recently, one man came up to me and said, Swamiji, I wanted very much to come to your discourses, but you know, I had to do something. What? I had to solve my son's mathematical problem at home. I have duty, no? I said, what standard your son is? First standard. You see, when someone says that I have solved the economic crisis of America, then you can understand what a consultant he must be, is it not? काज किए बड़ देवन के तुम. What is it that Ramchandra ji, Sita ji, Lakshman ji, such mighty powers could not solve themselves, that you solved it from them? The mighty devatas. So, काज किए बड़ देवन के तुम. Nor was Sugriv an ordinary warrior, nor was Vibhishan. But such mighty stalwarts problems you solved. You solved Mr. Obama's problem, then you can say that you are somebody. No, Swamiji, today I solved a problem. What? My daughter had a confusion whether she should buy Barbie doll with or princess doll. What's the big achievement? So, Kaj kiye bad devan ke tum, Veera Mahaprabhu dekhi vicharo. Hanumanji, you see, you have performed such great feats and you have solved the problems which were considered to be impossible to solve even by these great stalwarts. The Veera Mahaprabhu, not only strong but courageous. And Mahaprabhu, I've already explained the meaning. Not only who's got mighty powers and all powers, all lordliness, all Aishwarya, but one who is also all compassion. So Mahaprabhu, dekhi vicharo. You examine yourself and tell me, कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को जो तुम सो नहीं जाते है टारो? That me, helpless person, what is my problem compared to those problems that you solved? Jumping 800 miles across in Ravan's Lanka and finding Sita, or even in the wartime going into their, to Lanka, bringing Sushen and going to the Himalayas and bringing so swiftly the solution to his health problem. So what is my problems, Hanumanji, that is difficult for you to solve? Shame on you. If you think that my problems cannot be solved, is it possible? कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को जो तुम सो नहीं जाते है टारो. बेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु. O mighty compassionate Hanumanji, O mighty mighty one, quickly बेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु जो कछु संकट होए हमारो. Whatever difficulties, problems I have, for को नहीं जानते है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम. I'm telling you, while sitting here itself, if there is any such problems that you cannot solve, even with all this knowledge and wisdom, you just surrender it at the feet of Hanumanji and say, now you take it away from me. This is called as surrender. That now do with me what you want to do. Let me suffer or take away my problem. I have come to your feet. Now you see who removed the problems of such great people. Can you not remove my problems? जो कछु संकट होए हमारो को नहीं जानते है जग में कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो. So who in this world does not know that your name itself is, you're declared in this world, in the universe, as the remover of all sankat, of all calamities. And therefore I surrender to you, Hanumanji. And this last verse, Doha, the 8 verses conclude here. This is a concluding Doha. लाल देह लाली लसे अरुधरी लाल लंगूर वज्र देह दानव दलन जय 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 कपिसूर सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. Hanumanji is here to remove your problem. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. लाल देह लाली लसे अरुधरी लाल langur. Lal deha, body which is red. Lali lase, red all over his face and hair. Arudhari lal langur, even langur means tail, and whose body and tail also is red. Vajra Deha, whose body is like Vajra, the thunderbolt. Danav Dalana, and which is always there to destroy the evil, those who cause problems and difficulties in our life. Danav Dalana, Jai 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 Kapisur. O divine Kapi, or the greatest of all divinities, destroyer, victory to you, victory to you, victory to you. You become victorious of all my difficulties that come from the cosmic forces, those which comes from neighboring forces, and those that come from within me. Jai Jai, may you be victorious over them. Be victorious of my conscious mind, my subconscious mind, and my unconscious mind. Be victorious of my past, present, and future karma's destiny. Jai 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 Kapisur. Now, there's a beautiful story which I tell children, and it's a lovely, lovely story. Then we wonder why Hanumanji is always soaked in sindoor. Anywhere if you go, particularly to Hanuman temple, you put all this red sindoor over Hanumanji. Actually, say Kanchana Varana Viraja Subesa. He had a golden color, tan color. So why suddenly Lal Deha Lali Lase? There's a beautiful story which we tell the children, and I used to love when my grandmother used to tell me that story. One day, Mother Sita, after having her bath, wearing her beautiful sari, when she comes and sits in front of her dressing table, and don't think I'm joking, Draupadi's braid, it was known in the Mahabharata. And if you go to Odisha, I'll tell you, you go to one temple which is rarely visited by people. There are the 64 Devis there, and each one with her own hairstyle and footwear. So the tradition that women want so many footwear and like to do up their hair starts from Devi only. So don't think I'm saying, I'm making it very modern or fancy. So Sitaji comes in front of the dressing table, and after she has made her hair, she being a wedded woman, she picks up the sindoor and places it on her forehead and in her mang, in the parting of her hair. While she's just about to put in the parting of her hair, suddenly she hears a sound, and she's alone in the room. She's startled a little bit and she looks around. There's no one in the room. Just when she's putting the sindoor, suddenly she hears, Maya, Maya, Maya. She looks around, there's no one in the room. She looks under the bed. No one is there. Again, when she's putting the sindoor, suddenly she hears, Maya. And she looks outside the window, and on a branch is sitting little. And I said, Sukshma Rupadari, Siyai Dikhawa. Always Hanumanji appeared in front of Sitaji as a little baby monkey. So he comes there, sits there, and very cutely. And children love to see their mummies dress up, and wear all that. So little Hanumanji is seeing his mother, Sitaji, and she's so beautiful, because no one can be as beautiful as your own mother. Yeah, wives, don't feel bad. Your sons feel the same. No one can be more beautiful than your mother. He's watching her, and while he's watching her, he asks, Mother, Mother. So she looks around, she says, Hanuman, what are you doing up there? And Hanuman, little boy, little baby, he comes always, and little baby always, why? Do you know how many whys I've answered just today? Yeah. Can you imagine if Pavan can ask so many questions? Pavan Sutta must be asking how many questions, no? Yeah. So he says, Mother, why do you wear this orange sindoor, red sindoor on your head? Every child will ask me, why do you wear orange? Do you wear orange all the time? Do you wear orange in the room? Why do you wear it even in the room? So she's asking the same question. Now, Mother Sita, what she'll explain for her, Hanumanji is always a little boy. Now, what will she explain? This is the sign of my being wedded, that I have the protection of my husband. And these days, the children don't even see their mothers wearing sindoor. So they don't ask this question. So, how will she explain to him that this is a sign that I am wedded, have the protection and love of my husband? So she just said, I wear this for Ramchandraji. They said, but why do you wear for Ramchandraji? Answer any question, another why is popping up. So she said, now how will she explain that it's a sign that you are wedded, etc.? So he said, you wear it for Ramchandra, Ramchandra likes it, he loves you. She said, yeah, I wear it because of Ramchandraji's love. Next day, when she comes out from the dressing room and when she comes on to the dressing table, she searches for a sindoor, she can't find a sindoor. She has a stock of it. She goes there also, she can't find it. Now she is a pativrata nari, and traditionally those women, if they came out of the room without a sindoor, their mother-in-laws will say, why you become a widow or something like that, you know. They'll say something like this, something nasty like this. How can she go out? How can she go out without showing, without the sign that my husband is there? She couldn't go out, so she's in sheer distress at that moment. At that time, suddenly she hears the knock at the door. Ramchandra is very polite. He doesn't walk into his wife's room just like that. He knocks. So Sitaji says, who's there? He says, I'm here. Ram is here. So she says, don't come in, don't come in. How can she go in front of her husband without sindoor? He's alive right in front. How will she go in without a sindoor? She says, don't come in. So Ramchandra hears in distress, so he comes inside and she holds her head and said, don't come in, don't come in. He said, what? She said, somebody has taken away my sindoor, I can't find my sindoor. He said, but you've got a whole stock. She said, somebody's taken that also. So Ramchandraji burst out laughing. Now you see, but especially when your wife is in distress and you start laughing, you are in major trouble. She got so upset, but he just pulled her outside and said, come see. And what does she see? Hanumanji sitting on a branch and he has put all sindoor over himself. When Sitaji saw this and Hanumanji saw Ramchandra and Sitaji, Hanumanji comes in front of Ramchandra and says, Ramji said, why are you acting like a monkey? Hanumanji starts crying. Not fair, not fair, not fair. Now Ramchandra says, what this? And Sitaji starts laughing now. You don't love me, you don't love me. And Ramchandra is saying, what's happened to Hanumanji? Why so sentimental? What do you mean I don't love you? You don't love me, you don't love me. So Ramchandra said, what do you mean I don't love you? And Sitaji is laughing away, laughing away. Now you see Sitaji laughing and Hanumanji crying. Poor Ramchandraji is in a little bit of a dilemma himself as to what's going on here. And men don't understand these sentiments anyway. But a lover will do anything to please his or her beloved. This is why. He says, you don't love me. Mother Sita puts this little sindoor and you love her so much. I thought I'll wear sindoor all over me. And you'll love me more. Generally ask the children, so what should you do? And they'll say, we put sindoor. What should you do? Do what Ramchandraji likes. And what does Ramchandraji like? I think we know from the Ramayana. Hanumanji, to be dear to Ramchandraji, even put all sindoor over himself to become the beloved of Ramchandraji. It is said that one day Narad Muni, and he is a mischief maker, they say, went to the Lord and he wanted to know whether the Lord had a list of his devotees in priority. And he said, can I have that list? And when Bhagwan gave him the list of devotees who love the Lord, he wanted to see actually where he stands. And he was amongst the top of the list. But he was surprised while he was going through the list, he didn't see Hanumanji's name anywhere. Naradji went to Hanumanji and said, Hanumanji, I've got some sad news to give you. Hanumanji said, what? He said, I got this list of Lord's devotees who love him, and your name was nowhere there. I feel so sad. Don't you feel bad, Hanumanji? Hanumanji said, no. Whatever the Lord makes a list, it's up to the Lord to choose who is his devotees. Why should I? He said, but don't you feel bad, Hanumanji? It's not fair, no, that Ramchandraji should have put you at least somewhere in the list. You're such a great devotee of Ram. You served him so much. He's trying to play. So then Hanuman just smiled and he said, there is another list with Ramchandraji. Maybe you can check on that one. He said, there's another list? So he went to Ramchandra, he went to the Lord and he said, Bhagwan, is there another list? How come you didn't give me? He said, that's highly classified. It's highly classified. He said, what is it? He says, these are the devotees whom I cannot live without. I love the most. He said, but then can I have a peep into can I have the password for it? So Bhagwan said, yes, definitely you can have it. And who was on the top of the list? Hanumanji. Raghupati kini bahut badai, tum mama priya bharat hi samabhai. Hanumanji will do whatever for his love for Ramchandraji. That's so much so that Ramchandraji loves Hanumanji the most. And this significance of this verse, besides this lovely story, we find in Kabir Das Ji's Doha. Lali mere lal ki, jit dekho tit lal, lali dekhan main gayi, main bhi ho gayi lal. Kabir Das Ji says, Lali mere lal ki is a play on this word lal. I tell you, we Indians have become so ashamed of our own language. And even if you watch Star Trek, they use the word lal for the sun. Lali mere lal ki. Lal means beloved. And lali, all red also. So, redness of my red, if you translate it like that. But lali mere lal ki, which means that the glory of my beloved. Lali means glory. And lal means beloved. Both play with the word red, lal. So lali mere lal ki jit dekho tit lal. That the glory of my Lord which is spread everywhere, wherever I see, when I see his glory, I see my beloved everywhere. The one says, give me proof of God, look out. जिसकी रचना इतनी सुंदर, वो कितना सुंदर होगा. But we only think about फुला हुआ पापड़. तो लाली मेरे लाल की जित देखो तित लाल. That such is the glory of my Lord spread everywhere, his vibhuti, his glory everywhere, that wherever I see him only. And lali dekhan main gayi. When I went to see his glory, to fathom his love, main bhi ho gayi lal. One is I became red, means I became his glory. But when I tried to see the glory of my Lord, that I disappeared, and what remained in me is my lal only. And therefore Kabir Das Ji says very beautifully, Prem gali ati sakri, tame do na samaye, jahan main wahan hari nahi, jahan hari wahan main nahi. This path of love is so narrow that two cannot walk hand in hand. Where I, the ego, is there, the Lord is not. Where the Lord is there, I am not. This is called the supreme state of knowledge, the supreme state of devotion, the supreme state of surrender. And surrender comes when we know the greatness, the infinite greatness and glory of the Lord. तो लाल देह लाली लसे Arudhari Lal Langur. One who is immersed in the devotion of the Lord, becoming one with the Lord, whose body itself is like a Vajra, like the thunderbolt of Indra Devata. And when it falls on our negativities, our ignorance, our doubts, our lust, our conflicts, it will destroy, because Vajra is invincible and infallible. Vajra Deha Danav Dalana Jai 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 Kapisur. This is a beautiful Sankat Mochan, and right on the dot. We have concluded it, and we invoke the blessings of Hanumanji. May he always, along with Ram, Sita, Lakshman, stay in your heart. Pavanatanaya Sankata Harana Mangala Murati Rupa Ram Lakhan Sita Sahita Hridaya Basau Surabhupa Siya Var Ramachandra Ki Jai Pavan Sutta Hanuman Ki Jai Umapati Mahadev Ki Jai Bolo Bhai Sab Santan Ki Jai. Shri Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. I express my gratitude to all the